Okay. No little funny garbage. Let's turn this on. Okay. Alright. I'm here. I've sat here and I've played around with it enough. I just need to stream. I honestly thought that YouTube was gonna be like way crazier to stream on. But dude. Anyway, first stream. This is all intentional. This is meant to sort of have me on the same place, so you don't have to look at Twitch and look at YouTube. Just put them both in the same place. Why not? Yeah, I don't really know what my goal is today. I kind of came on here to be like, yo, and then, give sort of like an update to what is happening on this channel. Yeah, so I'm still figuring everything out. So by chance, if there's somebody in this freaking chat, then yeah, there's that. If you're waiting in chat, I'm sorry that I can't see it like move or whatever happens, just because it is what it is. I also have a 30-second delay for like no reason, so if everything is super behind, or if I say something or don't react to something, that is the reason why. But yeah, what's good? This is the first stream. I think I'm gonna put all these in AMV-ish, so if you want to check out these however they go, they'll be in AMV-ish. But just for today, it's gonna be real short, probably just like 30 minutes. I'm just like, yo, what's good? Here's the yaya, and then I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is, what's going on? I plan on streaming in the morning. It's when I have the most time of any day. It's primarily my mornings that I have. It's rare that I don't have mornings. It's just, I know I'm on the East Coast, so the chances of people coming through to the stream and seeing it in the morning are kind of low. You know what I mean? It's 9 a.m. right now. It's 6 a.m. on the West Coast. It's just kind of a crazy time. If I was gonna sit here and be like, dude, I have to capitalize on different times and optimize and make sure that people can find me and, smell me out and all this other stuff, then I would definitely be streaming at a different time. I'd be streaming at 12 my time. But 12 my time, I don't have any time. I have like classes at like 1 and everything like that, so there's really no point in me streaming at 12. And then you might say, oh, why don't you stream later in the day? Well, I don't stream later in the day because I'm primarily in class from 12 to 7. No, from like 1 to 7. That's what it was before. I think this upcoming semester that will be more like 1 to 5. So a good majority of my time is still everything like that. Also, I plan on like finding some way to incorporate other people's art onto the stream, whether that be some sort of critique or whatever. I'm gonna put out a YouTube video. There will be a YouTube video, with an update about all that sort of stuff, the new direction for the channel, and I plan on doing all that stuff is on the way. So yeah, what else do I have to say? I hope you guys stick around. I plan on doing a lot more stuff. That's all I can really say. I feel like I have something I want to say, like, oh man, I'm gonna be doing this or doing that, but I am like so shy to put out YouTube videos. I'm just like really overthinking, and I want to be like this perfectionist that puts out videos and people are like, oh man, did you see the new dummy video? So great. But it's like it's never that way because I don't put out anything, so it's not like anybody could have any hype off of something that's literally never there. So yeah, but I do find myself, this is off topic completely, but I do find myself talking the most in the morning, and I think that's the main reason why I chose to be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to do that in the morning and just have this sort of going on. I feel like the music is still pretty loud compared to my voice, so I'm gonna turn it down even more so you don't have to hear it so loud. But yeah, that's I don't want to say that's primarily it, because that'd be crazy. I get up here just to stream for like 15 minutes. It's like a phone call or something. Nah. For me to talk for like 45 minutes, you know, I would like to really look at my work, you know what I mean? So I guess I'll do that. I guess that's what I'll do for this very first stream. I'll show my work. I didn't really have anything to show. We just got done with critiques at my school, and I didn't put anything up on the stream to be able to show you any of my work, but we can do that. We really can do that. So yeah, let's just get into it, I guess. That's fine. So new work. Yeah, this is interesting. I've never really done this before. I've never really shown my artwork on like a wide platform. Oh, but you put out that video about the thing. Yeah, but that wasn't like that was that, you know what I mean? That was definitely that wasn't really me going through my own work that I do for school and everything else. I was really just like, oh, here you go, just look at this. So yeah, let me make sure that they're all in here real quick, because Buddha, we could just be looking at nothing. So yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, let's see this. I wonder if these are gonna show up. I don't know where they're gonna show up, or so yeah, I can't see them. I know you can't see them, so let's do a different way. Let's find a different way to do this. I gotta oh jeez, excuse me. Okay, cool. So we have some images. They've shown up. Okay, these are gonna move way too fast. Okay, moving way too fast, but these are huge. Why are these gigantic? This is so funny. Okay, they're really big, but we're sizing down. We are sizing down. Okay. All right, cool. Okay. So yeah, this is them. I'm gonna have to start from the beginning. Let's start from the freaking beginning. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, can you slow down? Can you slow down, please? Can you slow down? Can you slow down? Let's just slow down. Let's just put you at 1,000 milliseconds. I don't know how long that is, but I'm gonna pause it. Okay. So this is my first piece. This entire series is called For Those Who Are Lost. I don't have much to say. I enjoy my work, obviously. It's supposed to talk about. Sorry, give me a second. I really do have to like get my thoughts together. Low-key nervous. I don't know why. Nobody's here, you know. But still, just kind of nervous to show up my work. Always am. It's not that I'm not proud of it, but I would enjoy if I guess if I had something cooler to show. But let me not down talk my work before I even show it. So this is For Those Who Are Lost. A lot of these things this work has to deal with sort of obviously being lost and sort of finding a path and knowing that wherever you look, regardless of where you are in that moment of being lost, that you're heading the right direction. I typically live my life in this sort of way of just letting things happen, just as they come. I sort of deal with them, and I think that's kind of what this work is. That's kind of what it did for me, creating a lot of this. a lot of the images themselves are sort of not one-offs, but they'll sort of have like a portal aspect to them, and I enjoy that. I think it's really cool. But yeah, I kind of wanted you to, yeah, let's just take a look, and I'll talk about ones that are my favorite. This is one of my favorites. This is the very first image in all of in the entirety of the work itself. So yeah, then let's just go on. Yeah. A lot of this work was done by exposing two images, one over the other. Personally, when I had seen work that was just one image exposed over another, I never really enjoyed it that much. I wasn't like a huge fan, just because I thought it was, like, to be honest, I thought it was kind of cheesy, or it was kind of, I'm not gonna say unimportant, but it just sort of lacked like a sort of, I guess I am trying to say unimportant, a lack of importance, you know what I mean? Like I guess the meaning behind it didn't really touch me as much as it touched the creator, which could definitely be true to anybody seeing this work, but it is just sort of, I don't know, I stare at it and I sort of enjoy these pathways and line throughout all of this work. And yeah, I'm losing my train of thought only because I still am pretty nervous. So it's very annoying, but enjoyable. It's an enjoyable annoyance for sure. So and for my class, I was told to create a book that goes along with the images, and the first image you saw and this image are the first and last image of the book, which is titled the same for those who are lost. It's not like it's a publicated book or anything like that you could buy. I'm just saying they sort of mirror one another. I won't say that there's too many elements that I had control over other than what I first shot, you know what I mean? I didn't really move any of the images, and I'm not gonna say really move the images. I didn't move the images. I put one on top of the other, and well, other than slight shifting, I was primarily just putting one image on top of the other. So a lot of these happen to be coincidence, which I think sort of showed me that I did get somewhere, and in making all of these images, I definitely did get somewhere. But yeah. But even then, I feel like there are some that definitely don't get where I was trying to go. Like, I enjoyed this image a lot. My professor enjoyed this image, but I'm not gonna say I enjoyed this image. This is one of my least favorite images out of the entirety of this set. I just feel there's not enough going, you know what I mean? I feel like all of these sort of give you an escape, and I feel like this one doesn't really give you that feeling of an escape. And if it was turned sideways, maybe. One of my classmates, while I was putting up the work itself, definitely didn't know how to arrange it. She had it horizontally, and then I was like, okay, it's gonna be vertically, and then it was upside down, and I was like, okay, that's interesting to see that, like, you didn't really know where it was, you know what I mean? Obviously she had never seen the image before. I'm not saying like she's dumb or something. I'm just saying like, oh, that was cool, you know what I mean? To see that, you know, you didn't really know where or how the image was supposed to be placed. Now, I don't think this is like a complex image, but I think if you're seeing this for the first time, especially it being in print and in front of you, you could have a difficult time in telling how it's supposed to be like formatted or, you know, orientated. So yeah. Is it only 3 images? Dude, this is so sad. It's only showing me 3 images. I was wondering why. Okay. This is the embarrassment. This is the embarrassment I'm talking about. Because what is this? What is this? Okay, so I'm gonna take out this one and just put on this one. Okay, cool. So let's see if we do any better this time. They're not gigantic either. Okay, so we saw these ones, saw that one. Still the same 4. Yeah, okay, cool. There was a lot more images. So I guess I'll try to figure that out. I guess I'll just drag and drop those images in here right now. So you can see, I wonder, did I just crash the screen? Now it's just up there. Now one of the images is just burned on the screen right now. So that's cool. Yeah, man. Okay. Okay, cool. All right. So now we can really get into it. Find something a little bit more interesting, for sure. These are still the same images, but just a little bit more. I don't know how I want to describe it, but yeah, I think I went a little bit too literal. If I could like give myself a critique, I think I got a little carried away with the idea of having like sort of a portal to everything. This is also one of my least favorite images in this set, just because I feel like it's kind of on the nose. I enjoy the use of the light, but I just feel like it's kind of on the nose of like loneliness and not having a seat, or not let me say this correctly, not having a seat, but having no place, you know what I mean? Like sort of having this random bench out in just this sort of landscape. Yeah, I wish I had like a better version of a slideshow to show, because yeah. Have you already seen this one? Don't show me the same 4. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. You're joking. There's a whole thing in here. There's a whole thing. Okay, don't loop. Don't loop. Just don't loop. Just play them through. We have a decent amount of images here, please. Okay, so let's see. Can we get a new image? Are we gonna get a new image? No new images. Okay, cool. You see, this is the problem. This is the problem. You know, it's day 1, minute 1. Whatever's going on is going on. So I just have to figure it out, you know. Very cool. I did not expect I didn't expect anything. So yeah. But these images are just sort of my newest work. So yeah, I wish I could like give you, you know, let's try something different. Let's go somewhere different. I feel like this is cool. I like this format of like me showing you the images, but I just feel like as of right now, it's just not the strongest way for me to show you what I'm trying to show you, sadly. So I will be showing you all of the images in their entirety. So let's just keep it rolling. Can I just? Okay, cool. So I don't really want to show them like this, but I think it's the only way we really can. What does this button do? Okay. So that throws them into sort of like a slideshow. Okay. So let's go home. All right. So what's good? I'm telling you, I have not messed with anything. So I will just turn off this. Actually, let's just say like, looking at my art. Looking at my work. How about that? I'll say looking at my work. It makes me feel better when I'm, you know, like that, you know, instead of all the other stuff. So, and I will pop out the chat. Okay. All right. So here we are. These are them. I wonder, I kind of want to do a slideshow, but I don't know what it does. So I guess it shows us nothing. Does this do? Okay. Okay. So here they are. Dude, this is so gross. Okay, anyway. Here they are. I've already given my explanation. I hope we don't have to see the same few images like legitimately over and over and over again, but it's okay. We've seen these before. So yeah, we have newer stuff. Finally, I chose a lot of the. I ended up finding more doors in the city, obviously, and finding more lines in like nature. So I kind of ran through that. I really didn't find too many lines in the city that I wanted to use necessarily, just because they were kind of not cliche, but I felt they had already been used before. And what I mean by that is I was looking at some other work. I can't remember the name of the artist, but he had gone through a city that he had gone through a city that he was new to. It's called Chicago. I can't remember who it was by though. And he was new to Chicago, and he was getting familiar with the landscape himself by photographing everything that he saw on his day-to-day like not journey, but like just making himself familiar with his surroundings in Chicago, Illinois. So yeah, I feel like I had seen a lot of his shots that I could have done inside of the city as well, but I obviously didn't want to take those shots because I was like, I've seen this already. It's kind of pointless to me to take a picture and make a new image out of it, even though somebody had already taken it. I was like, I don't really want that because I kind of want something that's more me. The time that I spent where I live currently, I spent like a good majority of it in like this sort of like country suburban sort of area, or at least from middle of intermediate school all the way until high school, and then I moved after high school. But while there, I think I just sort of learned to embrace nature. I'm not a nature type person. I can't just be outside, or I can be outside. I love being outside. What I'm trying to say is like, if you're like, oh, let's go hiking, I'm like, okay, that's cool, but like, I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm down. I want to say I'm like a city person, but sorry. I want to say that I'm a city person, but I've spent a good majority of my life really in the country and doing country stuff. I'm not a Boy Scout or anything like that. One of my friends is a Boy Scout. So yeah, that's his image. Here's this one as well. Still focusing on line and, sort of using that idea of having a path and having it being cluttered with different ways that you can get to where you're trying to get to without sort of focusing on one singular entrance and exit. I think when this one sort of came together, I don't really want to say made, I'm going to say when this one came together, I definitely had more of an idea of, oh, this is put together, you know what I mean? Like this means something to me. I think the more that I do these sort of critiques, this is just offhand, but the more I do these sort of, staring at my own work and figuring out what I want to say about my own work, I think it'll help my work in the future. Also, I'll get better at explaining my work. I have been explaining my work for at least 2 years, seriously explaining my work, but I feel like I still have no real way of telling you what you're truly looking at. And I feel like if you don't get what I'm looking at, I feel you'll definitely feel like you are looking at nothing. Which is something I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to sort of get a message through, because it's nice, I like the work that I make. I'm starting to really enjoy what I make, and I've been having a lot of fun with double exposures and long exposures and things of that nature. But with using both of those techniques, I feel like a lot of stuff gets lost, lost in the sauce. A lot of people are like, what am I looking at, So I feel like I'm here to sort of explain or whatever the heck. So yeah, that was this one. We've already seen this one. Same, and like I really enjoyed this image. There's a different version of this image that I was gonna do, but I decided to not use it. Excuse me. I decided not to use it. But it's a good idea. But this is what I meant by this is too on the nose. But I think when you're next to an image like this image helps you a lot more to understand that I'm trying to give the idea of a journey and where it leads. I just spit out like a piece of course I didn't grab that out the air, but I just feel like it is a little bit too literal on the idea of a journey. So yeah, I really hope the music isn't too loud throughout like my explanations of all of this. I just turned it down again because I felt like it was actually too loud. Yes. And I think these images are actually a lot better in person. It's not like I have a gallery that, you know, people could just show up to and see my work, but I definitely feel like these images are a little bit better just because you can sort of see the texture of just all of this going on. I definitely have to clean up a lot too. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna destroy my work, you know, as just publicly destroy my work. But yeah, I definitely think a lot of this is still pretty shaky. I've taken a bunch of different images of this leading path, you know. Yeah, so a lot of this could be cleaned up like this over here. All this is still pretty. You can see the shutter speed is like low key too low because all of this is like very blurry, or not blurry, but it's just in movement, you know. While you might think it adds, I personally don't want it in there. So yeah, this is the next one. In my opinion, I feel like this is one of the best images that I took. I think it gives the same feeling of the image on the staircase. If you even knew that that was a staircase, the images on the staircase, a lot better. It gives that feeling, but a lot better. Got a lot of leading lines leading you inwards, and then I feel like from a distance you can still be taken out of it, you know, and be able to see the nature around it. But I don't know. The more I talk about it, the more I feel like it's just natural to be lost, you know. It just makes sense, you know. I think I'm not gonna say good things come to those who wait, but I will say that when you're not looking for something, I feel like that is usually when you find it. And I lose stuff all the time. Terribly enough, I lose my keys. When I was younger, I used to lose everything all the time. And I kind of stopped worrying about stuff, and it sort of would just come back to me. So yeah, that's what a lot of these images feel for me, is this sort of calm before, you know, not calm before the storm, but I guess the calm after the storm it would be. Sort of like recollecting yourself. So yeah, this is the same image we've already seen. I tried something. I feel like this one isn't too successful either. It definitely gets you somewhere, but it's not where I want to put you. And I feel like as a photographer, I feel like one of your main things is to, sorry, I'm like really trying to make sure I'm saying this correctly so it doesn't sound stupid. I feel like number one is putting your viewers somewhere, you know what I mean? I feel like with an image, if there's no sort of idea behind it or feeling or whatever, you could really just look past it, you know what I mean? You don't even really have to look that deep or feel like you are somewhere. But I've always wanted to place people in things, and I feel like this image doesn't really do that. I feel like there's too much fighting going on in this image, because it's like all of these kind of put you somewhere, you know. They put you, you know, in nature, or they put you out in the street, or, you know, they put you inside of a house, or, you know, it's like they put you somewhere. But these two, I feel like, are nowhere, you know. And I mean, you could say that goes into the idea of what I was saying and how I'm fighting it right now. It doesn't really help my case, but I just feel like your main goal is to put them somewhere. And I feel like these two have a lot of trouble putting you somewhere. I think if you stare at them long enough, you can definitely tell where people are. But it's just, yeah. And then that's it. That was the entirety of the work of, you know, For Those Who Are Lost. I was thinking like, oh, I'll get up and like go get the book and stuff like that, and you guys can see it and everything. So this image is still burned here. That's fine. So yes, yes, that was my newest work. The thing I've done most recently. I told myself that I was going to make sure that I continue to stream and put stuff out so that I can, oh gosh, push myself to continue to make work and be satisfied with that work. I feel like if I don't do that, you know, in my free time, I'm about to graduate. If I don't do that, then I probably won't make any more artwork, just because my brain is microwaved and it's pretty easy for me to just give up on things of that nature. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed looking at my work. This was the first YouTube stream. I'm gonna try to work on a lot of stuff. Maybe I'll set up like a thing so that there can actually be a space. And I still have like three other like sets of work that I can still show, not just singular pieces, but like legitimate pieces of work that we can still look at. So yeah, I'm definitely down to show those. I'll probably do that next week, so you can expect a stream next week. I know that's like Christmas week or whatever, so that'll probably be on Monday or Tuesday, only because, you know, come Thursday, after Thursday, that's pretty much, you know, Christmas. I will be around, but that doesn't mean I'll be streaming. So yeah, thank you guys for coming through. Anybody who stayed through and, you know, said hey or whatever, you know, thank you for watching and, you know, seeing my stream. This is the first of many. I plan on being up here often and having more of a mindset of what I want to do. So thank you. And, you know, if you feel some sort of way or want to show me some of your artwork, I'm going to be setting that up. You know, check the community tab. I'll be like sitting there being like, hey, let me see your artwork. I'm going to be streaming from this time to this time. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I'll try to figure out times and everything like that. This video itself should be an AMV-ish. So that'll be over there, which is mostly like all of my unlisted videos that I like make and anything else like that. That'll all be over there. Lastly, expect a YouTube video. I know I only have like 2 days or a day left in this week, so expect a video on Saturday or tonight. I doubt it'll be tonight, but expect a video tonight or tomorrow. So yeah, you guys are cool. You guys are pretty smart.